Hello and welcome back to another issue of the Swift 6. So this week I'm going to be talking to you about 6 ways that you can get more people clicking on your AdWords ads. I'm going to take it for granted that you know how to put an AdWords campaign together. You need your product or your services organized into different campaigns, and then all the ways in which people search for that product or service into tightly themed ad groups within each campaign. So the first thing that you need to do is to make sure that you use the keywords from the ad group in the headline of your ad. What happens if you do this is that when someone searches on Google for your product or service, exactly what they've searched for will appear in the headline of your ad. And if they think that you're selling exactly what they searched for, they'll be far more likely to click on your ad. Additionally, Google will bold those words so they appear in bold on the page, and it will really leap out to that user and make them far more likely to click. So the second thing that you can do, and following exactly the same model, is use those keywords at the start of your line 1. It follows exactly the same principle that if the bit of the ad that the user looks at, the headline and the line 1, also mentions the product or service that they've searched for, then they are really going to think that what you have to sell is exactly what they're looking for. So that works really well. So the third thing that you can do is put a full stop or an exclamation mark at the end of your descriptive line 1. If you do this, you tell Google that the line 1 and the line 2 are different sentences, and you give Google the confidence to move those sentences around within the ad. And if Google can move them around, it can find where they work best and where they are most likely to get clicks, and often that means moving that line 1 up beside the headline to make a really long headline, and those get lots of clicks. And if you use a full stop or an exclamation mark, you're telling Google that yeah, these lines, line 1 and line 2, can be separated. So the fourth thing that you can do is make sure that you put the benefits in your ad of your product and service and not just the features of what you do. An example of this might be the fact, if you're a plumber, that you are Corgi registered. Now, being Corgi registered is a feature of your plumbing service, but what's the benefit to the customer? Does that mean that the work is guaranteed? Does that mean that the customer has peace of mind? Make sure that you give them the benefits of that feature and not just the feature in isolation. The fifth thing that you can do is, where possible, to try to use the price. Now, if you can offer your product at a really low price, then that's really going to make people want to click on your ad and come through to your site. If you can only offer your product or service at a high price, okay, you may not get people clicking on the ads, but the ones that do click on the ads, they're not going to be scared off by the price, so they're going to be far more likely to convert once they get to your site. And the sixth thing you need to do is make sure that you use a call to action in your ad. Try to get people to click and try to get them to do it now. So you might want to, for example, tell them that it's a special offer. You might want to create urgency by saying that it's just while stock lasts, or that the offer ends at a period of time. But try to get them to take an action, and to take an action now. Well, that was the 123 Reg Swift 6, how to get more people clicking on your AdWords ad, and I'll see you next time.